Good morning and welcome back to Create the Craft with Katie. It's a very windy day. We're starting outside because today is my Christmas home tour. So I'm going to take you in. As you can see, I still have the wreath up that I made using the bells from the ice buckets. So we'll go along inside. This is the view that you get as you walk in to my front door. I shall close the door and let the wind. So this is my entryway. If you have been following me for a while, you'll recognize the red houses and lanterns, and those were on my mantle last year and I changed it out a little for this year. I have my little gnome world over here. You know I like my touch of whimsy, and this year we added these two big standing ones. They came from Sam's Club. And then this little Christmas tree here used to be on my island, but I switched that one out for a different one, and so I thought I'd use this one in here. And it's got the little red and white and grey Nordic ornaments that I used on my big tree last year. Across to here you can see I do like to decorate for Christmas. It brings such a sense of coziness and happiness to me that I do like to go a little over the top. So if it's a bit much for you, then feel free to just come on out of this video and find one that's more to your taste. Anyway, this wreath here on the mirror, this one I made last year, and it was my front door wreath. And the sign came from Michael's, and then there were pics from all over everywhere, lots of different places, and I added ribbon around the side. Moving across to my staircase, you've actually seen this before. Ignore the carpet, that is the next thing that's going to be replaced. So we will, yeah, as you can see, a glimpse in the background of the living room. I'll step around this way, and this is my dining room. I'm sure, like most people, we usually eat in the kitchen, but up on holidays we like to make an effort and eat in the dining room. And so this buffet type unit across here, this was actually a TV entertainment unit from the living room that we've just recently switched out, and I thought that it worked really well for there. On Christmas Day I shall take down the trees so that we can actually use that to put all our Christmas food on. This is the table. The tablescape is very similar to last year. I have, sorry, I'm having trouble with this gimbal. I have the homemade napkin rings that I made last year, and I have these, the red flickering candles are actually from Michael's. I really like them. I didn't see any red ones this year, so I'm really glad I picked those ones. Up. This picture on the wall is new from Ross. We will be changing the paint color in here, but at the moment it's a nice sort of warm feeling. This tree over here was a late addition. It's unlit, and I'll take you over and take you to have a little closer look. So yes, this tree was from Walmart, and it was actually just plain green, but the green really didn't go with the colors that we had, so I took it outside and gave it a dusting of snow. And then it has lots of little ornaments on it, Most of them are from Walmart. These ones just here, this was actually a garland from Hobby Lobby, which I undid and took the ornaments off because I preferred them without the big burlap. Well, no, the big twine that it was on. There's some super cute little ones in here, like this little joy. They came from Walmart. There's a little gnome there, and there's a cowbell down there. And it has a burlap base to the tree. So down here I've added some flowers onto a plant stand. Underneath there is a wax warmer from Walmart. I actually use it all year round just as a light, but I like to put a bit of scent in it over the Christmas period. And here, this little Christmas tree is from Joanne's last year, and it's in one of the little houses that was from Magnolia Hearth and Hand a few years ago. I got mine at dirt cheap. I actually have two of them. And so this is one of the sofas in this front room. It's covered in a blanket because I have cats and they shed everywhere. And so, to be honest, I keep the cover on, and then when we have people come, I can take the cover off and they don't get covered in cat fur. Up here, you can see that I have a new sign, this Christmas tree farm sign. This actually came from Kroger, the grocery store, and it was like $10. It was a completely random find, but I really enjoyed it. And down here, this is another piece from Magnolia Hearth and Hand. This actually, it's standing on top of a bar, but it actually was designed to put logs in, but we changed from an open fire to an electric fire, and so I decided that I would use it for some decoration. And in there I have a lantern with a electric candle, and just a few little pieces. And then pan you out. Let's step back. The sunlight is very bright this morning, but I'm hoping that you can see. So this is the tree that is in my front room. Let me just see if I can get a better angle. It's very bright this morning, I'm sorry, but you can see this one. We sit on a coffee table because it's not that tall of a tree, and it actually, in real life, without the ornaments on, and without everything that I put on, it's not actually a very thick tree. But I add branch after branch after branch of picks, different ones, some with snow, some different textures, because I really like the way that it builds it out. And on the top, I add more picks because I really like the sort of organic feel that it has. And coming down, you can see this Merry and Bright sign was from Walmart this year. I think it was only like $5.99. It's just covered in lots of little mini ornaments. I also have on here, you see like this green ornament here, and again up here. These actually were silver and I wanted them green, so I took them outside and spray painted them. You have lots of little cute pieces like this little hedgehog and the little sign, very similar to a Ray Dunn. And then if we can pan across, there's another chair. You see, look, there's one of my cats. There's always a cat in my pictures. This one is Mr. Grey, and so this is why we have to have covers on all our furniture. Then across here is another one of those little hearth and hand houses with a tree in it, and then there's our tray of masks, making sure that nobody leaves the house without one. And then there's another view back of what the hallway looks like. So we will step into the living room. So this is the view that you get when you walk into our family room. Now, you saw the decorate with me for the mantle, so this piece isn't new to you, but this is the piece of furniture that we replaced. So that's how we got that entertainment unit in the other room that I turned into a sideboard. But you know, I needed to use it. So across here, I have a few little houses that I've, the church, they've got candles in them, they're not actually on fire. The actual little church was from Walmart this year. The bigger house was from Home Goods. The little tree with the lights on, I actually picked up at Lowe's yesterday, and I have another one over here, and then you can see my cat trees. This is real life. And I leave this empty because I don't, with the size of the television, I really don't think I need any more decoration on there. And then coming down here, I have this barn that I got from Walmart last year, and I actually have another one over there. So it's quite hard to get all of the tree in the picture because it is a 9-foot tree. But as you can see, it's decorated very similar to last year's. That's why I didn't do a decorate with me video. But we do have a few things that are different. And one of them is this crate down here that we made. I wanted a tree collar like I have on the tree in the front, but I could not get one that was wide enough to fit around the base of this tree. So we decided that we would make a box, and my husband and I came up with the design. He built it, I did the distressing on the painting, and it actually is meant to coordinate with these planters over here that I got from Michael's. And then we also made the stocking holder to match with the same paint distressing technique. So this is the view of our sectional. It usually sits further into this room, but we have to move it back when we put the Christmas tree up. So I really like this. We've had it a couple of years, got it from Nebraska Furniture. I have a few Christmas pillows on it, and I have just a little tray where we can put our drinks, and it's got a little Christmas tree on it. And there you can see into the kitchen. So I have little touches of Christmas everywhere. This over here is my, what I like to call my bar tree, and it's got these ornaments on them. A lot of them are like this mimosa. It's a tag that was meant to go on a gift from Target last year. Each one's got a cocktail recipe on it, but I like them. Then you have these little wine tags that are meant to go on your glass, but I think that they go really well on here. Then I have these mini mason jars with little copper lights in them, and then these miniature Moscow Mule cups, and then it's all themed wine across here. You see, Are We Merry Yet? Santa's Little Helper. And then inside this lantern, as I actually have 2 Ray Dunn beer mugs. I've never seen them, only one time. So pan it back out. We'll just have a couple of pillows on the chairs. I don't like to put things on top of cabinets too much, but I did like this cutting mat from the Pioneer woman at Walmart. It just sort of, I don't know, it spoke to me. And then across here on my hood. I have a it's a Michael's wreath that I got in one of the $4 grab bags last year. I got four wreaths for $5 or $4, and so I was very happy with that. And then I have a cutting mat, and then panning down here, I have this next to my stovetop all the time because it has my items on it that I use all the time, the oil, the salt and pepper, but I just add a candle at Christmas. And then panning round, I have those are my Ray Dunn Christmas mugs in there, some of them. So up here I have a few more Ray Dunn items. These ones are the gnome collection that was from, I think the first piece I got was in 2018. Then I finally found the third mug last year, and then I actually saw some more of them in Home Goods yesterday. So she obviously keeps bringing them back out, the Magic, Merry and Mischief gnomes. I just have a little tray here with a few pieces on it. I'm lucky that I have a lot of room in my kitchen, so I can afford to do a little vignette every now and again, but I don't like to cover too much of it up. But I did want to put out my cutting mats, and then I have some cookies in the front from a friend of mine, and a mini Christmas tree and a candle. So this is above the window looking out into the garden, and here I have more of my Ray Dunn Christmas collection. The big Merry Christmas sign on the wall was from Walmart this year. I've collected these for the past 3 or 4 years. The two gnomes with the chef's hats on at the end were from At Home this year. I just really liked them. And then above my door I have another one here. This is a holiday baking company. It's that's the theme really in my kitchen. It's going to be difficult to see because of the light behind, but I got this joy banner at Home Goods last year, I think. I got this big tag sign at Kroger last year, and I actually have a matching red one just here. I usually have flowers in a galvanized bucket hanging on the wall just here. I have this Merry and Bright doormat by the back door. I think this one was from Aldi last year. And here is my youngest child's favourite spot in the whole kitchen, and that is the hot chocolate bar. I found this drinks dispenser. I'd had it years and years and years, came from Bed Bath and Beyond, but we weren't using it, so I thought, well, I'll add the syrups to it so that they can add a flavour to the hot chocolate or the coffee, or they're all those skinny syrups that you get from Home Goods. I like them because A, you're not going to get too much extra sugar, and B, I like the flavours. So this is the 3-tiered tray that I made back in 2018, I think, maybe 2019. They were from the make your own signs at Michael's, and I turned them into a tiered tray, and I've used it every day ever since. I have these two pieces here. There's reindeer snacks and the marshmallows. Those are new from Ray Dunn this year. I just happened upon them only a week ago. So I'd already done this coffee bar, but I had to make a home for them. Inside the reindeer snacks, you can see there's some homemade pretzel sticks. It seems that it's a tradition in our house. Each Halloween and Christmas we make the pretzel sticks. I'm coming down here, this is a candy cane flavored hot chocolate. Down here is a big container of Swiss Miss. There are some chocolate spoons in here. I have some peppermint stirrers. Some caramels for anybody that would like one. I have my Keurig, and then my milk frother. I love this. You can make it hot enough to make a really good frothy hot chocolate or a latte, a cappuccino. I got it from Amazon. I will link it. It really is a good piece. I wanted to buy the combo of the new K Cafe, but I don't need it because this milk frother does everything I want from to make those types of drinks. Then this hot cocoa bar was sign was from Decorator's Warehouse in Arlington. And then obviously I have some of my Christmas Ray Dunn mugs. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll realize that I actually counted up how many I'd got, and I have 25. So they certainly need to have lots of people come along and drink some hot cocoa with us. These little boots are a salt and pepper shaker. We had lots of just little treats. This is mine. That's why it has my K on it. Those ones are the peppermint mochas. And we don't have sweets and hot chocolates and things every day, but over the winter, and especially at Christmas time when everyone's home, it's nice to just be able to help ourselves to something without having to run to Starbucks. And yeah, you can see we've got vanilla, this one's caramel, there's a white chocolate raspberry. This final tree that you're seeing is on my island. This is the second year that we have done this tree. It was just a plain green one, the one I showed you in the entryway, but I changed it out for a flocked one this year from Walmart. Super cheap, like 25 bucks for the tree. They're really cheap. And this is what I call my Mrs. Claus's Christmas kitchen tree. Shout out to my friend Diane. This is her favorite part of my Christmas decorating. Every year she loves this. We have, so on here are all different baking themed ornaments. There are a tray of cookies, a cake. I have peppermints, these mini whisk. There's a cutting board here. Here, this I made this rolling pin. I have Mrs. Claus's bakery tea towel so that she knows when she drops by, when Santa's coming along. She knows where she's going to visit. A lot of these, they've come from Target and all sorts of places. Here's another homemade rolling pin. And then down here we have treats. We've got more pretzels. We've got a sweet Christmas Chex Mix, peppermint bark, a spicy Chex Mix. These are my labels so that I can go and give some to friends. I have a little gift behind there of some toffee, chocolate toffee from my neighbor next door. But I really like this one. It feels like it just brightens everywhere up. And I like being able to go a little over the top. It's sort of almost like a, I don't know, Willy Wonka style over the top candy collaboration. So this is a final view back. This is what I get to look at every evening with all the lights twinkling. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Please stay for another couple of minutes because I have a clip at the end that I filmed last night with when it was dark, so that you get a good effect from all the Christmas lights. This will be the last video of 2020. I'm sure, like everybody, we'll be glad to see the back of this, and let's really, really hope that we get a better year with 2021. So a very Merry Christmas. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in 2021. Okay, I think we'll call this take 3. Here you can see the outside of the house. We have all these giant lights that we got from Walmart that we hung in the tree, and you can see up in the top corner, this is my bedroom up here with the pink tree that we've decorated together, and here you can see there's another tree up in the top window. That's my youngest's bedroom, and then down here is that front tree with the buffalo plaid. And then we can take a walk inside, and it all looks very warm and welcoming. And I have lights around the door. The two lampposts were from Walmart last year. The two lighted trees are from Belk this year. The gnome, it was from Walmart last year, but you can still, he was still available this year, so I think he probably will be next year. And as you walk in, you can see that you have the wreath on the door, and it all looks very light and sparkling. You can see the living room through there, and then we can pan back, and here you can see everything on the entryway all lit up, and along to the garland area. I like how the little mirror reflects some of the light back. I may get a larger one for that area later. You had a good idea of be nice and warm and cozy when we're here on Christmas Day. I'm coming across this way. Really shows the glow of the yellow paint, but we are going to be changing that next year. And there you can see the tree that's in the front. You see my obsession with twinkle lights because they've all got twinkle lights on them. And then I take a walk through to just have one final look at what everything looks like with all its lights all bright. One final look across into the kitchen. This is where I shall be sitting later with a glass of wine and watching some TV after I've edited this video. So there you go. I like how nice and bright this room is with all the in-cabinet lighting and the big pendant lights to brighten everywhere up. Makes it very easy for cooking. You can see everything across here to the little bar tree. And so we should be wishing you a very Merry Christmas, and as Santa is saying, are we merry yet? Here's to a great 2021.